Easy, easy breathing. Easy, easy breathing. Almost done. Easy breathing through the nose.
Yeah, it's getting better each time. Glasses, please.
Yeah, it's definitely time.
Wow. That's definitely a big difference than last time.
Yeah, so still certainly worse than the back, but you know, that there's some of this back on both chords, above and below, creeping up the A fold here a bit as well. So I think.
I thought I was going to get lucky and see no change.
Yeah, I think probably worth, you know, considering the Avastin a bit.
Okay.
Again, you know, I'm very confident that it's safe. You know, so from that standpoint, the ophthalmologists have been dumping this in people's eyes for 15, 20 years now, and for neovascular processes of the eyes. You know, they're very similar to how we're doing this with local infiltration as opposed to, you know, IV use, which is what it's used for in chemotherapy. The only, you know, only reported, you know, in any settings, kind of negative effects from it are really the fact that it works. So there's a, you know, for like big, large colon cancers, there's a black box warning for it. But basically the issue is that these big bulky cancers can invade big blood vessels. And it works so well that they've had a few patients that, you know, it's basically shrunk that tumor down so much, reopening that blood vessel that's been eaten through, and then patients having severe bleeding as a result. Obviously very, very different than what we're using it for in this application on every possible level. But the efficacy, again, you know, it's not a silver bullet. But you know, when we do have people with, you know, reasonably quick recurrence of you know, bulky disease like this, I think it is worth considering and doing.
Now, am I correct to say, is that an injection type thing?
It is. So, you know, basically what we would do is, you know, clear everything out, you know, do all the laser work, and then I would go back after that, and I would normally do this, you know, at least on the vocal cords, I would usually inject them with some saline at the end of the case to break up some of the scar veins and kind of plump things up. I will inject them with some saline during the case to protect that good tissue underneath from the laser. But basically, instead of doing that at the end with the saline, I would do that with the Avastin, and then I would also inject some of the base of some of these other areas with the Avastin as well. But yeah, it's just a local infiltration, and it works in complementary fashion to what we do with the laser.